Hey Aquarius, what's going on? We're here with the timeless reading. Welcome. The first card that we have out is Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is a tough place to be in. I'm also seeing Eight of Pentacles as well. All right, Five of Pentacles is when something is going on, like usually an external thing, like pentacles, because they're generally a physical manifestation of some sort, or like reflective of your environment in some way. Five of Pentacles can be like, this is not feeling like ideal conditions, or now I'm worried about a situation that I'm in. And Five of Pentacles can kind of sometimes be like focusing on what's outside of your sort of spectrum of control. Also having Eight of Pentacles here, it feels like I have like work that I need to do, or like something that I need to do, something that I'm up to, but because of a situation, and this would feel like a continuation of something, you can feel like because of this situation that's going on where I feel like maybe I don't have something that I need, I feel like I can't do this thing that I need to do, is what this is feeling like right now. So you can feel like, you know, let's say like you have a project that you want to work on, and now some type of obligation is popping up, and so you feel like I needed this time to be able to do that, because you know, like time is also in a way a physical manifestation of things. I really needed that time to be working on this, and now this other thing is popping up, and now I'm like in this environment, something is sort of getting in the way of me doing this thing, you know. Or like I needed to buy paintbrushes today, and I actually had to pay an unexpected bill, and so now I can't buy the paintbrushes for the project. You know, it can be like those types of things where something is popping up, making it very inconvenient for you to do something that it feels like something that you've been doing, something that you've been working on, something that you've been tending to. Now you can feel like kind of hopeless about that thing, or worried, am I going to be able to get it done by the deadline? You know, it can be like those types of feelings that we have popping up. I'm seeing Two of Pentacles, so this can be needing to really like negotiate with yourself and balance things with yourself. So if you're doing anything that's unnecessary, or doing anything that's making this situation more difficult than it needs to be, to sort of dial it back a little bit and bring that back into a space of balance as best you can. I get the vibe of you just feeling stressed out about this, and you can feel like it's okay. Keeping yourself in this mind frame, maybe not allowing you to access something else that would be helpful for you, even if it's just the stance that you would take. It's kind of like, this is my situation, and it's a difficult situation, and it sort of can't be anything other than a difficult, challenging situation, or like a hopeless situation. But then you can feel that you're actually cutting yourself off from the Nine of Pentacles, which is this idea even, or this mindset that you actually have what you need to work in this situation. And you can be looking at it and being like, but I don't have this, how can I have what I need? But it's like, maybe you don't actually need that part for what needs to be done right now. Like what the actual things are that need to be done right now, or what you actually need to have right now, or what you actually need to buy or spend time on. I feel like there could be potentially a lack of acceptance of the circumstance that you're in, and it's cutting you off from the part of you that's like, I actually have what I need for what I'm supposed to be doing right now. But there can be a part of you that's like, but I want to be doing that right now. But that can be the thing that's actually cutting you off from this other part of yourself, that this part of yourself, you have what you need to sort of work in the circumstances that you're in. Five of Swords feels like this mentality where you're sort of shut down, you know, from that part of yourself. This is like a mental and a heart space thing where you're like, because of my situation, I feel like I need to shut down because of that, because I'm feeling triggered by something, you know? by this circumstance and my idea that something is not as it's supposed to be, and it's actually very difficult and it shouldn't be this way, like those types of things. And so you look at this and you feel like it creates this divide where you feel like you're on that side, you want what's on this side, but you feel like that's not also part of where you are. When you feel like you don't have access to something, it's like you make that thing into an object that you feel separate from, and you don't feel that unity because of it. It feels like that type of thing that's happening here. But Five of Swords, because it's a 5 and because it's swords are going to be your mental energy, and a 5 is associated with conflict and the change that can be motivated by the conflict that you're experiencing. Having Five of Swords here means that if you're willing to sort of shift things, shift the narrative, you're not going to feel like you're apart from this energy, or like this is something that's out of reach for you. You'll embrace this, and then it becomes integrated into your energy, where you're like, oh, if I don't have that thing, it's because I have these things, and these are the things that I'm supposed to be tending to or working on, believe it or not, But it can be hard to do that when our ego's like, the circumstance was supposed to be like this, or I was supposed to be having that, or now I'm worried about this other thing, So you can just feel like you're sort of on your own to be dealing with something right now, and that you're sort of cut off from your abundance. But I'm not actually seeing that be the case. But I'm definitely seeing it can feel like that from the perspective, and feeling stressed out because of it. Some of you, this is a financial thing that's going on. Tired of thinking about things. Okay. I know that this isn't necessarily going to be everybody's cup of tea, right? Because when we're perceiving something a certain way, and we're told that the thing to do is about shifting the narrative or working with yourself psychologically, it's like, I wanted the situation to change. I don't want to have to change my thinking, but that's actually what's being encouraged here. I'm seeing liberation, which represents Pluto. This is the Judgment card in this deck, and it's connected with the Five of Swords. So basically exactly what I was saying about how this can be an opportunity for you to work out mental conflict that you're experiencing, where you could be like, it's the situation that's the problem, but it's actually the way that you're framing this situation that's making you feel like you're separate from the part of yourself that is abundant, that has what you need to work in this situation. So you're not missing anything, you're not lacking anything, even if there's a part of you that's but I wanted to be doing this right now and I don't have access to that thing. It's but that's not what you're supposed to be working on then, or it's not the time